Whoa, wait a second. Before you scroll past or click away, I want you to literally stop and ask yourself a really serious question. What if the technical skills you're spending your evenings and weekends trying to master right now become significantly less important over the next few years? What if the future isn't about building complex manual workflows at all, but instead about managing AI employees? Well, today, in this explainer, we are going to dive into what is arguably a massive fundamental shift in technology. We're talking about the end of traditional automation as we know it, and the dawn of the AI workforce.
So really think about it. Are the automation skills you're learning today about to become totally obsolete? It's kind of a terrifying thought, right? I mean, you put all this blood, sweat, and tears into learning a platform, trying to memorize API docs, or even learning to code just to keep up, and then bam, the rules of the game change overnight. That fear of missing out, that future uncertainty, that is very real. Because the tools and paradigms we've heavily relied on for the last 5 years are quite literally being dismantled by a whole new wave of intelligence.
Let's look at what we can officially call the old world of automation. You know the drill. You start learning platforms like N8N or Make.com, right? Because someone rightly told you that automation is the future. But what actually happens? Well, you spend weeks just figuring out the interface. Then you connect a couple of hundreds of nodes. You feel like an absolute genius for, what, 10 minutes? And then an API breaks and the whole thing catches on fire. You hit strict API limits. Your software subscription costs just keep climbing. And before you know it, maintaining your automations becomes a full-time job. You're spending way more time fixing broken workflows than actually growing your business.
Okay, but take a deep breath because this isn't actually bad news. Actually, scratch that. It's incredible news. The data shows that India is about to experience the biggest productivity revolution in its history. Honestly, this is the biggest opportunity Indian professionals have seen since the internet revolution itself. Moving away from manual node-based automation isn't something to fear, it's something to jump on, to harness. The ceiling on what you can accomplish in a single 8-hour workday, it's about to be completely shattered.
And that brings us to this massive, game-changing realization. One professional now equals an entire team. Let that sink in. For the first time in history, a single individual can operate with the capabilities, the sheer output, and the speed that previously required a whole staff of specialists. You don't need to go out and hire a developer to build a custom integration. You don't need a virtual assistant to manually move data around, or an analyst to parse through numbers. You just need to understand this brand new paradigm.
So, what's powering this new paradigm? It's a technology called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. Let's break this down really simply. Think of an AI model like Claude. Claude is this brilliant, genius-level reasoning engine, right? But until recently, it was essentially trapped inside a chat box. It couldn't actually do anything. MCP completely changes that. It's the technology that basically gives your future AI employees their hands. It's the crucial bridge that allows the AI's brain to reach out and interact directly with your external tools, your systems, and your documents.
So when we talk about real-world applications, what can these AI employees actually coordinate for you? Well, pretty much everything you use on a daily basis. It connects straight to your Gmail, your Google Calendar, your Google Drive, and even your custom internal business tools. And here's the absolute magic of it all. There is zero coding required. No way. No more visual workflow builders with hundreds of confusing tangled lines making your eyes cross. You don't need a developer. You simply use plain natural English to tell the AI what you want it to do, and it just goes into those systems and does it.
Now, to really take advantage of this, we need a core mindset shift today. And if you take away nothing else from this explainer, remember this. We are no longer creating prompts. We are creating digital workers. Claude AI, that's just a vehicle. The destination is your very own AI workforce. So instead of typing a quick prompt to rewrite a single paragraph, you need to start thinking about building an AI sales executive for your company, or an AI marketing manager, or an AI proposal writer, or an AI research analyst. See the difference? You're no longer just a software user. You are now a manager of highly capable digital employees.
Let's explore exactly what this looks like in practice. This is how you speak to a digital worker. Imagine giving this instruction to your new AI sales executive, or your marketing manager, or your proposal writer. You literally just type, Claude, review today's inbox, identify any client emails requiring action, summarize them. If there is a meeting request, prepare the details for scheduling and create a follow-up document. That's it. That one simple, natural language instruction completely replaces what would have been a massive, fragile, tangled workflow diagram in the old world of automation. You just describe the business outcome you want, and the intelligence figures out the entire process.
Look at how this agentic AI actually executes that multi-step cascade.
From just that single paragraph of instructions, the AI agent autonomously goes step by step. Let's say it's your research analyst compiling data, or an assistant managing your inbox. First, it reads through your connected systems to review the information. Then, it uses actual reasoning to identify what's genuinely important versus what's just spam. Next, it generates concise summaries, jumps over into your Google Drive, creates a fresh document, and prepares the follow-up details. It coordinates across all these platforms seamlessly. Guys, this is a true digital worker in action, not a clunky manual workflow.
When we contrast these two realities side by side, it's like night and day. On the left side, the old world practically forces you into the weeds. You're stuck learning complex platforms, endlessly building workflows, managing fragile integrations, and doing constant system maintenance. But on the right side, the new world, that elevates you to a true leadership role. Your daily tasks shift to defining outcomes, delegating tasks, managing your AI workers, and rapidly scaling productivity. Success isn't about how well you connect software nodes anymore. It's entirely about how well you direct intelligence.
This leads us to a massive realization about your career trajectory. Think about the evolution of high-value skills. 20 years ago, the professionals who pulled ahead were the ones who learned how to use computers. 10 years ago, the most successful professionals were the ones who mastered digital marketing and the internet economy. Today, and for the foreseeable future, the professionals who succeed will be the ones who learn how to manage AI employees. Make no mistake, it is the definitive skill for the modern professional.
So, you might be wondering, who exactly needs to embrace this paradigm shift? Well, if you're an IT professional seeking practical, cutting-edge AI skills, this is absolutely for you. If you're a business owner desperate to improve productivity without blowing up your payroll, this is for you. Consultants looking to scale their expertise, trainers preparing the next generation for the future of work, this literally applies to everyone. And you know, these are the exact same principles I teach to professionals, business leaders, and organizations that want to successfully prepare for the future of work. It's a framework that completely changes the game.
So here is my direct challenge to you. Stop passively consuming content. Don't just watch AI explainers and nod along. It is time to actually build something. This week, I want you to create your very first AI employee. Whether that's an AI sales executive, an AI research analyst, or an AI marketing manager. You need to start today. You need to get your hands dirty directing this intelligence rather than just reading about it.
If you want the practical AI implementation frameworks, the real AI workforce strategies, and the real-world business applications that you can just take and use right now, I want you to visit AIskillist.com. And listen, if you are truly serious about implementing AI in your career or your organization, do me a favor. Drop a comment with the exact words AI workforce below this explainer right now. Put it in writing and commit to that transformation. Because ultimately, when the dust settles, it all comes down to this one single provocative question. 5 years from now, will you still be stuck in the weeds writing code and fixing broken workflows? Or will you be the architect, the one who successfully combines human intelligence with artificial intelligence to achieve the impossible? Because the professionals who succeed won't necessarily be the best coders. They'll be the managers of this new intelligence. The choice is entirely yours. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I absolutely cannot wait to see the AI workforce you build.